Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to make a brand new template bow, and it's going to be called the Geo Wave, and this is what it is. So cute. Get rid of my glue stringy, didn't notice that one. So cute. I've got the measurements for 1.5 inch, 1 inch and 2 inch ribbon. It is a little bit of a ribbon eater, but it is too pretty not to learn how to make it. So the measurements will all be in the description below, but 1.5 inch ribbon is on the 4 inch template and you need 90 centimeters. 2 inch ribbon is on the 5 inch template and you need 110 centimeters of ribbon. So let's move these out of the way. And I've got my template and I've got my ribbon ready to go. So I have heat sealed the end. This end. So I've heat sealed the end in the blue clear bit of the lighter. And I will say this, when it comes to this bow especially, I do use quite a few clips, and it is purely to keep it all in place and to make sure that these loops stay very even, because if you don't use them and you sort of hold it just with your hand, it can slip a little bit and it affects the look of the bow. So like I said, I do use 6 or 7 clips depending on what mood I'm in. But we start like this. So from the template where your stitch guide is, you want to angle it and go a little bit over, so like I said, about a centimetre over at that angle, and then wrap that round the back and over, and this should be a straight line. Okay, and then what you want to do is this cross at the front, this triangle here, that should be dead on the centre of your stitch mark, and this is where I put my first 2 clips on, so you can see that little bit popping over this side. Turn it over, and you want this line, these 2 straight lines, you want to have it a little bit over, half a centimetre. Just hold it so I can show you. So that overlap is a centimetre. Okay, and then bring it round, keep it nice and straight all the way along. Make sure that that's still pointed in the centre. And then bring that across like this. And this is double-sided ombre ribbon from Love You Crafts Ltd. The link is in the description below. So hold that all in place with your finger in the centre, and then this is the first turn. You want to bring from here, so we've gone straight across in the centre. We want to go 1 centimetre down, 1 centimetre, and again I use a clip at this point just to hold it all in place, and then we go straight across all the way to the edge. And like I said, keep your thumb in the middle there. So bring that from the edge, and this is the centre, so that's where you're working from, and from there you turn that down, so directly down from there, and you can get that nice loop shape, which is the whole point of the bow. So at this point I take that clip along there and I clip that slightly away from the centre so it holds nicely. Okay, and this is the most difficult part of the bow, so pay attention. From here, put your thumb against the centre again, because obviously that's where that line is, and you want to bring this back like this so that that edge is on that fold, so you sort of bring it up, so you've got like a crease, and then this realigns your ribbon back across with that original fold over there. And again, just so it doesn't move around, I'm going to clip that temporarily in place there, and again bring it all the way to the edge of your template and over, so you know where the turn is, and then covering that up you bring that over, but you want it to be from that corner. There's your centre, and you turn it from there, and again I take that clip and pop that there, and I move that one to hold the tail in place where I'm sitting, and you'll be able to see your loops should be about the same height on both sides, and you'll see they're both fairly even. So that's the look that we're going for, and this will be hidden when we put our stitches in. So I'm just going to take everything off again and show you again, because like I said, it is one that you need to take your time with and go slow. So from this side, half a centimetre up, well, about a centimetre up at that angle, tight round the back so it's a straight line, and make sure that that triangle is there. Clip, clip, hold it nice and tight. We want the centimetre overlap, round, overlap so it goes up at the angle, covering that original piece. Hold your finger in the centre, make sure this is nice and straight, and bring this down 1 centimetre. Don't be afraid to use your clip, clip that in place, and then bring it all the way across to the edge of the template. Use that edge as a guide, so the very edge of the template. We bring this into the centre, and then we want to turn it down at the angle from that point here. Hold that a second, take your clip, clip it a little bit to the side so you can see your centre still, and then we're going to bring this up at a slight angle, so like this where my finger is. I'm going to use that as a guide to make this look. This is what you'll get. And again, you can take your clip and hold that in place, go all the way across to this edge of the template, bring it to where that crease is coming, and then we curve that one down, hide in that crease, and you move your clip and hold that in place. You move that clip and pop that in place like that. So that is what you want. This is the back, so you get like a little bit of a pop there, don't worry about that. And this is the front, with your loops nice and even and everything sort of in alignment. And again, the stitch placement in this is very important, so do pay attention to this bit. And I've got my Goodband double layered thread as normal, so all in the description box below. So make sure it all stays in place, and I keep my thumb in place for it to begin with. And where you want to start your stitches, you want to go as this one is hitting the stitch line, and through this, so right as that is coming across your stitch guide, and it will come right up at the very edge of your 1.5 inch ribbon, so from above, and this will be going through the first layers of all the ribbon as they all meet up at this section. Back down, try and make them nice and even, as you can see, and you'll see the stitch pattern in a minute once I've done it. If you get any of this, just unknot it. Watch your clips. There we go, and then back up just before the lines that are crossing over. As you can see, that is 4 stitches on that side, so in, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Our 5th one is going to be going over there we go, so just going over the guide that side, so just going over the line opposite way, back up, and the backup one should be coming over through your point here, so up through that point. On this side, I'm just going to pull this tight because I've got like a little loose thread there, so just pull that. And then 7th is going just over that bit, and 8th will be coming back up through the edge of this ribbon. So as you can see, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 8 stitches in total, and we've got 2 stitches on both parts of the 1.5 inch ribbon. Okay, once you've done all of this, you can now take all of your clips off, and then we can slide this off, move our template out the way. And this is the front, this is the side where we do that little layer. There's our little crease in the centre, and this is what the back looks like. And then you cinch it all together like so. You will have 4 creases, nice and even. 2, 3, 4. Bring it around the back, do it off a good couple of times, and then stitch off in the back however you personally prefer. In the back. There we go. Cut that extra off. And I do this just a little bit longer past the template. You can do sort of 8 to 6 if you really want to, but I just like to have enough to be able to do a curve or like a point or an angle, etc., and have a nice area to play with the tail. And we just want a clip, and I'm using a 55mm one. Let's just pop those out of the way. There we go. And I've got a matching 9mm centre. We're just going to fluff this up a little bit so you can see. And this is the look you will get once it's stitched. So this is the front, this is the back. How cute is that? And then we're just going to add a clip and wrap our centre, and there you go, a cute geo wave bow on the template. And like I said, the template, I tried to make this freehand, and I can just about do it, but with the amount of attention that I have to pay, it was extremely complicated. So that's why I used a template, even if it is purely for a guide for these bits, rather than actually using it physically, because sometimes for my depth perception, because I don't know whether or not any of you are aware, I have dyspraxia, so I have very poor judgment of depth perception. So sometimes when I try and do things freehand, one of these loops will be much bigger than the other. That's why I like using a template as, like I said, guides and things like that, because it means that my loops and like my sides are going to be even. And that's why I adapted it this way and use those. So if you struggle with that, this way will help you. So we're going to wrap our centre around, open that up, round again, put that off. Don't forget to heat seal so we don't get any fraying, and glue that round. Just get rid of that little extra glue bit that I got there. And then I am just going to add a scrunch centre, see how much I need to wrap round. Not as much as what I've got there. Okay, so I've got a little bit there, about 3 inches I'd say, roughly. And we are going to scrunch the ends, so we basically need to make an S shape here. So S there, like that. There we go, and then opposite direction, like that. Again, in the blue clear bit of the flame. Mind your fingers, you don't want to burn yourself. There we go. And then you've got a dip this side and a dip this side. And on the flat side, you want to put a touch of glue and then reopen your clip, put it slightly to the side, and then what you do is you twist it so you get like that crease in the centre, and then that one's pointed slightly in that direction, you point this one slightly in that way. I'm going to trim it down a little bit though, because I think that's a little bit too much that side. And re-pinch your ends and seal them. There we go, bit of glue. Wrapped around. It's my own fault, just got a touch of glue on there. Thankfully I've managed to save it, that would have been good. But there you go, super, super pretty rainbow, ombre rainbow geo wave bow, all ready to go. Thanks for watching everyone, bye!